This is JobSprinter, a fast, efficient way to track job costs, manage your crew, and document your work. Everything syncs to your Google Drive account. Your data is always yours. Let's see how it works. This is a landing page that describes the app. To get started, click Free Trial. Here you'll see a description of what the app does. We use your Google sign-in to create project folders and sheets in your Google Drive. The app cannot touch anything it does not create, and it does not delete anything. One of the things I really like about this tool is if you decide to stop your subscription, you keep your data. Click Continue with Google and log in with your Google account. When you first enter the app, you won't have projects, but as you create projects, you'll see tiles here. But before we do that, I first want to show you the team feature. With a team or business account, you can invite team members to add information into your projects. They log in through the app. The information they enter goes into your project info. Let's create our first project. All right, our project is created. So what's happened here is now we can click into the project, add expenses, add progress reports. We have on the Google side, in my Drive, I've got a folder here that's been created. Inside that folder, I have 2 folders and 3 sheets, a place to hold progress photos, a place for receipt images, a spreadsheet that has costs that are automatically placed, a spreadsheet for progress, and a spreadsheet for time log for yourself and for your team members. All right, and these spreadsheets have the data organized. Let's click back over to the app and add our first expense. On the mobile app, you'll be able to take the photo from your phone and it will automatically go in. On the desktop version, we'll grab a photo, download it into the site, and process. Great, the OCR worked. We see that the merchant was Lowe's, the amount is $163.70, the date of the receipt, and then the category, and we can add notes. This category might not be quite right, so if I needed to change that, I could change that to, or anything else that I want. Similarly, the OCR doesn't always catch the name of the vendor, and sometimes I might need to make an edit. Okay, everything looks good here, so I'm going to confirm and sync to Sheets. Great, that's done. Over on the Sheets side, or on the Google side, we see now we've got our row of information. We've got the image, a link to the image. In the Drive, in the receipt images, I've got the dated image of when it was uploaded and the vendor, and then an ID number. And I can look into here and see our image. Okay, wonderful. So that's how you do expenses. We can also create progress reports. So again, if you're in the field, you can use your phone's camera as opposed to uploading, but on the desktop you upload the photo. So we'll choose our project. We'll call this final photo, or any other notes that you may have, the title, final walkthrough, captions optional. Here I'm going to grab this image, drop this image in here, and we'll look at the time clock in a second, but what you can do is have your crew take progress photos every day, and then they can clock in or clock out at that time. All right, so we're going to save the progress report. All right, great, that's in there. And now if we come over to our Google Drive, we can see that in our progress photos, we've got our photo, and then in the spreadsheet for progress, we have our notes and the link to the photo. Okay, and let's click back to the app. I'm going to click onto the Projects tab, and we can see that we've got information about the progress of the project. Here's our expenses. Here's our progress photo. Another nice feature of this app is that you can see who is on site or who is clocked in, and you can have those. That thing is there as well. Okay. So the last thing I want to show you about the app is the time clock. In here, I can select my project and clock in. This uses GPS to determine where the person is doing the clocking in. And then I can, in my Google Drive, know that my time log has the information about the clock in when we don't have the clock out yet. Let's scroll back over here, whoops, and clock out. And then that updates our sheet. Clock in, clock out, and it shows the hours.